it's Nails by Ray and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and if you're new here, welcome to your new favorite nail channel. Today I have a red French tip gel X nail set with some nail stamping, so come on in, sit back, relax. Remember to hit that subscribe button and follow me on my socials if you haven't already. And let's get on with the video. Alright, so we're starting off with my bare nails. I know I usually start with my nail tips on, but I wanted to make sure I filmed and got this part in. Now I am pushing my cuticles back, and then I'm going to use my e-file and 4 different drill bits to prep my nails. And I did spend quite a bit of time on this, so feel free to skip ahead if you're not interested in the nail prep process. But I had just gotten a couple new drill bits and I was super excited, so I did use 4 different ones because I wanted to test them out on my natural nail. You got me so turned up. It's still gotta be so high. We always on my mind. Now he always on my mind. Don't you? Now you want some of this part. You ain't gotta say a word. Just walk that, let's get burned. The room roll up 100 bucket blunts. All up in my mouth now. All up in yo. This nigga got pounds of it. All up in his truck. Now we both look Asian. He waving and I'm drunk. I got dank shit in my cup. You know what I'ma do to you? I could give reviews to you. Blow, we X, and we sipping on that juice. That's just what she choose to do. If I'm moved to a place that's true, I would think it's my affection. In this cold city, we're close enough. You could say every time we touch, every time we are. Wish you could feel me, you could pull me. One better, I'm ready where your heart is. In space, feels broken hearted. Cross the battlefield, way too far in. I know when they see just one, do they see us too? Ooh, I just wanna melt into you. I'm sinking and no way to describe it. I'm a riot. I wake up and I'm somehow beside you. Stand up beside you, just shouldn't surprise you. You don't even notice, don't need to remind you. Wish you could feel me, cute apartment. One bedroom where your heart is. Each place feels broken hearted. Cross the bed feels way too far in. I wonder when you see just one, do they see us through? So instead of gluing full cover clear nail tips down, I was like, you know what, since I wanted to do a quote-unquote short, which is kind of medium for most people, but I love long nails, so this is what I consider to be short plain nails with like a nude base, I thought to go in with the BTArtbox Bear series. This is something that they sent over to me a few months ago, and I did a Valentine's Day set with it. It was super cute, but it's the full cover tip with the nude base already, and there's several options. You can see the one on the far right. I've already used that. That was from February. And I am gonna glue these down and just draw all over them to create today's design. And I ended up going with the nude in the center. And I also have a code with them. I'll have it on the screen and in the description with the link if you're interested. So right now I am just sizing the nail tips to my nails, and then once I find the right size, I bend it and put it off to the side, and I repeat this step for all of my nails. Now I am doing this for both hands. This video is just for my right hand, but my next video I'll be doing my left hand with these same nail tips as well. So I took them off ahead of time because I filmed that one right after this one. From the words when you said, hey, it's about you, baby. Inside you, baby. Dream about us together again. What I want us together again, baby. I know we'll be together again. 'Cause everywhere I go, every smile I see, I know you are there, smiling back at me, dancing in moonlight. I know you are free, 'cause I can see your star shining down on me. This is the Nail Prep Dehydrator from CANNI. I also have a code with them too, and that will be in the description. And this just dries up all the oils on your natural nail to make sure there's a better and stronger adhesion when you do the nail glue. And I'm using this nail glue with Saviland. I believe I have a code with them. I'll check and put it on the screen if I do. And this glue, I love using it for my Gel X. This is the only one that I really like to use because it's also really easy to remove because it comes with a remover spray, and that's really helpful because it makes the process faster. And I add a little bit of the glue to the nail, and now somehow this part always gets me and I end up adding a little too much to the nail, and it kind of like comes out on the sides. I use a brush to clean those areas up as quickly as I can, and so like you can see right now I'm just wiping it off after I dip it in some isopropyl alcohol, and then I'll cure it under my flash cure lamp, and then I'll always go back under my larger lamp just to make sure I got everything. Flip my hand over to make sure that any uncured gel that might have squirted out from underneath is cleaned up, because that is kind of gross and I don't want that look for my nails. We'll be together because everywhere I go, every smile I see, I know you are there, smiling back at me, dancing in moonlight. I know you are free, 'cause I can see your star shining down on me. I should've known better. Can't even pretend like I don't want it again. On the brain all the time, thinking about the things that we did. You did something, shit like this don't happen too often. It's the way you put it down. I don't want no one else around. Got me taking a step on the wild side, cutting all ties with them other guys. Where you in my after filing and buffing my nails, I also washed my hands, and now the nails look so cute and they're ready for the nail stamping that I'm going to do with Maniology. Now, I've done a video on them with using these products last year, so I also have that video up, and I do have a code with them. And I'm going to be going in with my red design. Now, nail stamping is regular nail polish, so it's not gel. And in order for me to use this with gel like I normally do and to do a top coat over it, there's a certain way that I go about it. Now, these are the tools that they sent me last year, and so I'm revisiting these nail stamping products, and I'm going to show you how I were to stamp that design underneath the French tip that I do. And I have several products. So this is their sticky base coat. I also have their top coat and red stamping polish that I had shown you before, and this is the nail stamping plate with the designs that I can choose from. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is add the sticky base coat onto the surface of my buffed nail. Now, this is regular gel, gel. This is regular nail polish, so it dries really fast, and I forgot because I hadn't used this in a year. So I started working slowly like I had all the time in the world with gel, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's drying, I have to go back. And so I did go over it again just to make sure I got an even coat of this and let it air dry for like 30 seconds. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mind now. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mind now. Yeah. This is the piece that you cannot buy. Send me a love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is a stamping duo that they sent over, and I'm using the red in this. This red is a regular stamping polish, and the clear next to it is their fast drying top coat. So that's obviously for later. So I'm using the red, and you just apply this to the stamping design on the stamp of your choice, and you make sure you cover it completely. And then the scraper tool that I have off to the right, you would scrape it at like a 45-degree angle really fast. Because if you like mess it up, like it gets on all uneven, and then it just affects how it transfers onto the silicone tool that you use to transfer the design to your nail. So after covering it, I'll go in with my scraper tool, wipe it really fast, and then transfer that design over. Freer than the open mind, farther than the eyes can handle, freer than the ocean now, yeah, yeah. So set me free, now I need to find relief, set me to the open sky, now I need to free my mind, yeah. So as you can see, it didn't completely cover the nail, and that was my fault. I did it wrong. So I go back in and I redo it. This is my second attempt, and it was kind of off on the second try, but I had a little bit of extra stamping design on the corner of the tool. So I just like stamped the corner, and you'll see in a second, just to kind of fill it in. I don't know why my aim was off, but it doesn't happen with any of the other nails. It was just the thumbnail. It's my big wrong, he got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cooked. I'm not a bills, not be popping rubber band. Do the same thing while I do my money dance like, flexing on the gram like, hit the little John, okay. Oh yeah, we're doing them investigate. Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Because I want to add gel on top to do French tip and top coat, I'm gonna add their smudge-free top coat. This will dry pretty fast over the stamping design that I just did, and then I'll be safe to do a gel no wipe top coat on top of it. So essentially I'm double top coating with 2 different types of top coat. And then after that I'll buff the nail and get ready for French tip. After letting the smudge-free top coat dry for about a minute or 2, I touch it just to make sure it's not sticky, and then I go in with my no wipe top coat and cure that for 60 seconds. And when we make love, you don't know my pain. Your cries can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us. You don't know my pain. Everything I need is sweet. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. After drying and removing the tacky layer of my nail, I'm going in with my buffing block to buff the nails out because I need a nice buff surface for my French tip. And please ignore my finger in my glove. I don't know what was going on. I just ripped it and there's a hole. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with a red gel polish from GAOY, and I wanted to make sure that it matched the nail stamping color perfectly, and that was the one that I found that did that. I actually got this inspo from Pinterest because I wanted to use my Maniology stamping polish again with the stamping plates, but I wasn't sure what to do, so I had to scroll a little bit, and then I ended up coming across that design and thought, this is perfect, something easy and simple for me to do before my birthday nails come up in a couple of weeks. Well, no, next week. Yeah, my birthday is next week. So for my birthday, I'm doing super complicated nails. Trust me. so I'm completely done with the set for the most part. I'm going to go in with some reinforced gel. I'm using the one from CANNI. This is basically a builder gel, it just has a different name to it. I'll do this for all of the nails, cure it for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to go over that with some top coat. I use the no wipe top coat from Not Polish, and then I'll also cure that for 60 seconds. I don't show this part on camera, but I do cure some top coat on the underside of the nail. I like to just put a little bit of top coat underneath the nail and then cure that for another 60 seconds. I just like the top and underside to look really shiny. That's just me.
I'ma make you shine, Johnny, they know when we know. We gon' make a movie real bad, Tarantino. Take you right up out of them chinos. You gon' spend the night, wake up icing cappuccinos. I'm open up in Vegas, then we honeymoon in Reno. Got me down bad, baby, feeling for your Pino. Baby, don't distract me. Call me when you're alone. And every time I take you back, I'm not afraid of the whole fact that you gon' leave away from home. Am I the ending? What's the point of coming back? I'm down bad, ain't it sad? I want something that can last. Oh, tattoos matching, make me smart while I'm laughing. Put me on your lap while we in the backseat. Black truck over to the places we eat.
We've been done long before it all begun. Still can't give it up. Lead me on, but leave before the morning comes. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it up. But I just don't wanna leave you. Might just know it the reasons why we both can't lay here. And secret, both gotta keep it honest, that's just a game, you know, we both can play. For tonight, I'm yours.
Alright you guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I hope you loved how these nails came out, and if you do, be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so that you never miss any uploads from my channel. And I will see you in the next video.